Well, it's been a while. Welcome back, everybody. It's Israel again with the podcast Ti-Garçon, the evolution of. Tonight, got a special guest. Didn't think I'd quite get him, but I got him. Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together for Cecil Eugene.
Thank you very much.
I know you're quite a busy guy, but thanks for making time into your schedule seriously to appear on this podcast.
Oh man, it's not a problem at all. I wanted to come earlier, but life happens,
But speaking of life right now, with you and One in a Chamber, what's been going on with you guys?
Well, as you know, Mike just had his first child, a beautiful baby girl. So, he's taken a few months off, to get used to fatherhood. And the rest of the band, we still meet up every week for band practice. We're still sending Mike all the recordings of what we're doing. And he'll be back soon. He'll be back.
But Cecil, between me and you, can you tell me anything about what's coming up with One in a Chamber?
Sure. I mean, we're always writing music, right? But, there are some things that we're working on that I can't discuss right now. But just keep your eyes out, keep your ears open. All will be revealed soon.
I hope so. But now for the question at hand. Does anybody remember this sound? That's right. That was from the opening sequence of the 2022 horror short entitled SLUSH, produced by myself, of course, and Cecil starring you. 2022, the same year, at TIFF, premiering a colored version of the movie. You gotta be feeling pretty good.
Absolutely. It was one of those things that I've never done anything like that before, so it was a lot of fun. I still have those shoes at home. They're definitely dirty, so I don't wear them outside anymore, but, they're a good memory.
How did I ever get you to be involved with such a project?
Well, from what I remember, it was like a Sunday, you called me up and you're like, hey, I need help on this project I'm working on. I need you to hold a camera and I also need you to be in some of these shots with me. And I was like, okay, sounds like fun. I've never done anything like that. Why not? It's like, okay, we need to grab a couple of things first. You got any lumberjack clothes? Got some kind of fancy shoes? And I was like, yeah, I got all those things. And then next thing you know, I'm in the woods and we're doing this thing, and I'm like, I don't know what this is for, but I'm glad I stuck around to see what the end product looked like.
Yeah, for sure. And then a year later, we had to get together again because up till then, the movie was considered to be a silent movie. But we had to get together to write some stuff for the cabin scenes because without dialogue, I think the audience would have been lost. And I think at that same time, we got the axe again, and we ended up shooting some more stuff in the forest.
Oh, you know what? That was the day that we had to do the shots where I was walking without the shoes on, so I was barefoot and then dragging that axe, and you were running around the forest and getting these cool angles. And I got you showed me like a quick shot of like what it was gonna look like, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. But luckily, it all worked out in the end. That was actually more fun than the first day, I think.
Why did you feel the second outing was better?
Well, the second time, at least, I wasn't going into it blind. I knew exactly what we were doing and why we were doing it. The first time, obviously, I was going into it blind. I didn't know where we were going. Also, the second time, we got to do that blood scene, and we were both so nervous about it because we only had one shot at it. Because once all that blood was squirted under your face, that was the shot. And a lot of people don't know this. That's one shot. We didn't have a second shot. So whatever we got. And by the way, you did a fantastic job.
Well, thank you very much. As I do remember, the hat, the shirt, the pants, the socks, whatever had that fake blood on it, had to go straight to the garbage. Unusable. Could not wash it out.
I mean, dude, anytime you want me to come and squirt fake blood all over you so I can ruin more of your clothes, you just give me a call. I will do that for free.
Okay, you got a deal, my friend. But listen, it's art, and that's what we do for art. We want people to go in at TIFF and see this little movie short that we did. This is over 7 minutes long. It's a little horror short, and we want them to be entertained. And I got this feeling that they will be.
Absolutely. So I got a question for you, Israel. Tonight being Halloween night, I really have to ask the music that you composed for the background of this short film. What's the inspiration? How did you come up with that?
Well, for this production, I kind of worked backwards. Once I had the title of SLUSH, and I knew principally what the movie was going to be about, I said, let me create some atmospheric music.
Right.
So I sat at the piano and played something that was quite childlike, very simplified. And I remember for some reason way back when I used to watch those low budget movies, and hear those scores that didn't have an orchestra, didn't have a band, just had like an eerie piano or an eerie guitar. And to me, it stuck with me. It's like, so I thought this was a great chance for me to kind of aim in the same direction for that. But look, as long as everybody enjoys the flick, whether you go watch it at TIFF or whether you go watch it when it gets a short release in theaters, and if it doesn't, just give me a call, buddy. I'll send you guys a copy so you can watch it, okay? Listen, thank you guys again for joining us this week with Ti-Garçon, the Evolution of podcast. I'd like to thank my special guest I had this week was, of course, Cecil Eugene, and you will be seeing a lot more Cecil with One in the Chamber, and of course, seeing some of my futuristic videos that are coming up this spring.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Cecil, again, thank you very much, and guys, it's been a pleasure, and we'll talk to you next week.